What's going on, everybody? It's me, Sloppy. Man. I'm telling you, I go out on vacation again. I go out to go travel to visit family, and I come back to people admitting they're Preds. And proud of it. That's the weird part, right? It's tough. What's up, Chayton? I saw your new comment community post about your new job. Take a picture of me beating up these Preds, Hello, answers back. Yeah, I'm telling you, Preds, they can't live without the internet. So be it. They're, that guy lives in the UK. He lives in a group home or whatever, and and he's always gonna be around. He's always gonna they're always gonna be around until they go to jail, and even when they go to jail, they'll come back and they'll fucking say, "See, nothing happened to me." Blah blah blah. Whoopie doo. Whatever. Whatever. So yeah. So I was gone. I was in Mexico. Like hang out, drink some beers, see some hookers. Stuff. Normal in real life stuff. I guess you say. For normal. Touching grass. We could say. I'm not always on the internet when I'm at work, like yeah, but like not all the time because I gotta spend time with the family too. You can't neglect the family. You know what I mean? Goddamn, there you are. I know who you are, fucking guy with all your damn alts and shit. At least if so be it. At least if you're going to make alt accounts, don't make them the same. At least kind of change it up so they, because yeah, they're pretty easy to spot. But yeah, I was out. I was busy doing normal stuff, and then I come back from Mexico, and I start looking at Discord servers. I start looking at different group chats that I'm in, and I'm like, and then I see that Mr. Gennaro made a stream. I'm like, let me see the stupidity. Let me fat. What I typically do, I go 2 times speed because his ass is boring as hell. If you're able to watch his stream for the whole duration and in regular speed, yeah, it's don't do it, please. But I like to do it at 2 speed, and because I have that premium shit, I guess I could go 3 times speed. So I put it at 3 times speed until you hear something, right? Because these people when they talk they like to expose themselves, right? They like to admit to certain things, right? And then they will later on say they fabricate, that we fabricated, that we made things up, that we're lying about them. But most of the time they admit it themselves, right? Like they're the ones that admit to doing some very heinous things. So, when they think, when these Preds, right? These Preds or CP sharers, lolicon lovers, all these motherfuckers, they always, they always admit to stuff in their own lives, in their own streams, in their own conversations, and then blame us for catching them. It's like, what? Like, really? So, was it last night? Yeah, it was last night. Last night, I was watching Didi's little crying stream because that's what it is pretty much. He's crying. Where he always says, if you say my name one more time, this is gonna happen to you. Nothing happens. We're saying it again. Didi is a CP sharer. We all know this. Didi Gennaro Jackson is a CP sharer. We brought you up again. What are you gonna do now? You ain't gonna do nothing. You claim that if we bring up your name that these things are gonna happen, blah 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 blah, all this crying, and nothing happens, So I was watching it, and I was appalled. I was shocked. What's up, Bill Berry? I saw your community post too. I'm gonna talk about that too. About him. He claims he didn't send kids, but those kids that joined your server are Didi's friends. They're claiming that some random person sent him your server invite. I'm like, nah, nah. Didi has a history of sending kids to do his bidding. He has a tendency of doing this. So by him trying to say, "Oh, I didn't say nobody, I didn't do this," yeah. How does he say on his previous stream? Oh, I have people watching you guys. I have people looking at what you guys are doing. I'm watching. So with him saying that, he is saying that he has these children stalking you guys. You could say, I guess you could say, he admitted to be, yeah. I was a little shocked too. I was like, let me rewatch this. Let me make sure I am getting this correctly. Yeah, let me because no, well, I guess nowadays people are so open about it, and because they know there's no repercussions on the internet, and I'm guessing someone called him a nonce on his community chat or whatever, or his live stream chat, and this idiot, I guess maybe thought it was a good thing. I don't know. He's gonna later say that he didn't know what the definition was, but yeah, we all know what the definition is, and I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna show you the video. Let me present this real quick. Let me make sure everything is good. All right. I called DD nonce. Oh, you didn't? Oh, okay. Well, then I guess. Well, he's proud of it. He's proud of being a nonce. Let me share it. All right. So this is DD with the shirt that he wears every single day. This guy doesn't change clothes. He stays with the same clothes. He. I found some videos of Rosie Ren was live naked. What? That's crazy. Why was she naked? I don't know. I can't picture that lady person naked. It's not very good looking. So I don't want to throw up my food. You know what I mean? So yeah, Didi, as you can see, uh, same shirt, same everything. He doesn't shower. I feel bad for that room. I feel bad for that seat because that seat engulfs all the stench, and it just soaks it in, and it just stays there. You know. Okay, so I shared this clip, right? I shared this clip because I was shocked. I'm like, the people did not see this, and freaking, I guess not a lot of people saw it. So I'm like, let me share it. Fuck it, yeah, hell yeah, because a lot of people don't watch his whole streams because he's, like I said, boring as hell, like super boring. Like if you watch his streams and you're able to withstand 2 hours of him just licking his lips and seeing the stench aroma coming out of his head, then kudos to you. But me, I can only watch like spurts, like 30 seconds, and then I go watch something productive, something that will give me some knowledge, and then I'll go back to dumbing myself down to and watching DD streams. If not, if I watch the whole thing, I feel like I'll be in the cult. I'll be in the DD cult because the stupidity might get me in there, because as you can see, the people in this group chat are not top of the line individuals. You know what I mean? He's digging himself a deep hole, and I don't mean the deep hole that Stanley pounds into. For sure, yeah. Hey, two black on black right there. Hey, but we're on the street. Um, Stanley has a micro penis from images people have circulated of him. I don't recommend you searching them because yeah, they're pretty minuscule. Yeah, you would think because he's black, it would have been like, something, but unfortunately, it is. He must have been half Asian or something. I'm just kidding. Let me see. I'm looking at your thing. Hold on. Goddamn. I'm trying to. I don't know why is this thing. Oh, there you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was just recent too, right? This recent stream, he called himself the villain, and he's the bad guy, and this and that. Like, then you're not. And then he calls himself the chosen one. I'm like, come on, Didi, you're okay. Anyway, I'm talking too much, and that's what I hate sometimes when I stream. I talk too much, and then I don't play what I need to play. So this is Didi, right? So
I'm glad to be a nunce. A nunce with common sense. I think that's best to actually have. Being a nunce with a lot of common sense.
What?
Spiritually.
I'm
glad to be a nunce. I'm glad to be a nunce. A real nunce that has common sense.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell no.
And as you can see, Zexio put the definition at the end of his video, right? It goes, a person convicted of a S offense, especially against a child. Keyword, a child. And as you can see, I was like, what the hell? What is going on? Like I know he's shared CP. We all know that. We all know that he shares CP. But to proudly say that he is a nonce kind of got me like, I guess he's embracing his child, I guess, loving persona or person. I mean, not persona. Persona means that he's acting or something, but it's, himself. To me, I was like, whoa, shit. That is some very tough stuff. And the fucked up part is that these people don't, maybe they don't even know what the definition means when this guy calls himself a nonce. Because you could, like I said, if you go into his chat and you see the people that comment, and then you go look at their profiles and see their videos, they're all special ed. And I'm not trying to be messed up. I'm not trying to be messed up, and talk shit about disabled people. But truth sometimes is what I have to say sometimes, and I don't do it on purpose. Well, I kind of do, but I don't do it to hurt people's feelings. But if you go see Green Ranger's there, that guy's he likes little kids allegedly. His eyes are a little wonky, so you could tell he's a special ed. KK, he's special ed. Fucking Neon. Oh, that reminds me. Some kid is a mod and a member and Didi's streams. And from what I hear, he's a minor. His name is Neon Roblox 55 something. Sexio has a video on Didi coming out. So yeah, I'm sure. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that Didi has done that is getting compiled. Him admitting that he's a nonce. Kind of, let me play it again. It's crazy. I like that sound.
I'm glad to be a nunce.
What?
A nunce with common sense.
Wait, common sense.
I think that's best to actually have. Being a nunce with a lot of common sense.
That's
spiritually.
Crazy.
I'm glad to be a nunce. I'm glad to be a nunce. A real nunce that has common sense.
A real nunce. His girlfriend's hair looks like a yeah, we are for sure. Hell yeah, she is. But the kids don't eat too much because Tara I guess takes a part of the food that the children should be eating and keeps it for herself. But yeah, a real nonce. He's not even saying just a regular nonce. He's the real deal Holyfield of nonces. He's a champ. He's a champ of nonces. Oh my god, like Didi, you are wild. That's a fucking face. And then he does a face like, you heard me, yeah, period. God, I'm telling you, I am in a world where these type of people are proud to say they're these type of things, and then when they get confronted, they're like, no, it's fabricated. This is fabrication. I never said that. I this is AI. This is deep fake. So I'm like, all right, you know, they could use that. They always claim that, right? So let me stop sharing. So I was like, what's a good way to how do I say it, to prove this is not AI or fake or anything like that, right? So you just go to his channel, right? You just go to his channel. I mean, the truth will set me free. That's his channel. You can see down there, DD Live Studios. I don't subscribe to that motherfucker. Fuck that guy. And you'll see. Let me play it. And then you can see Green Ranger, Alpha Wolf, all very, very low IQ people.
Was it worth it?
What's up, Chris TV?
I'm glad to be a nunce with common sense. I think that's best to actually have. Being a nunce with a lot of common sense spiritually. I'm glad to be a nunce. I'm glad to be a nunce, a real nunce that has common sense. You sure? Because you're letting your light shine, all right. I'm just not going to get mad at you.
Oh, god damn. Oh, yeah, fucked up face. I'm telling you, there. You can go to this channel and it will all be there. You can see him with his crooked glasses. His, I don't know, right there, his tooth is gone. His glasses crooked. Same shirt that he wears. I'm telling you, it is wild. It's wild that this guy is gonna try now, try to claim that he didn't know what the term was. He didn't know, even though he has gone to a 2-year college and a pristine Bible college to be the smartest guy in his group. I'm sure he might be the smartest guy in his cult. That's why all the other people follow him. But that's not a good thing, Not a good thing. Oh my god. Arrest on nonsense. Well, yeah. And the bad part is that even if you send this clip to the police, because he's special ed, who gets bullied in college? Like, come on, you must be a very a piece of shit to be bullied in college. No one gets bullied in college if you mind your business, right? So I'm guessing this guy didn't like minding his business. So people put the smackdown on this guy, and he didn't like it. He started claiming that they bullied him. They bullied him. That he's been bullied since elementary, since middle school, since his 18 years in high school, his 20 years in college to get an associate's degree. All his life he's been bullied, and yeah, no, it's not gonna work. The reason why Stanley probably stopped using his Karma Revenge account probably because he got 2 days left before Steve's gonna sue him. Yeah. I'm waiting for that. That's gonna be fun. It's fun. I talked to Stanley earlier, not earlier, like a couple of days ago. We're on the street is that um, they delivered food at his house again somehow. I don't know who, but we're on the street is pizza got delivered to Stanley's house again. Must have been a different troll group. I'm not too sure who it was, but hopefully he paid for those pizzas. It wasn't us. I'm telling you. We're on the street. That was what happened. You can't blame us because it wasn't us. So, Soviet, did you ask Inverto if I could use his video? I don't want to play it and then they strike me and so or something. I already got my other strike taken off, so I don't want another strike. No, you did, Soviet. You don't even have his address. But yeah, so Didi, he has he claims he's against attacking kids. He claims he doesn't harass kids. Fuck it, I'm gonna play the video. Fuck it. Oh, he said you can. Okay, cool. Well, why did you tell me in the groups in the DMs, man? I was all waiting for him to say yes. Okay, so let me present, share screen. You're not on made accounts. Okay, all right. So this is Inverto. Keep in mind, he is I think 17, so he's still a minor, right? So let's say that I sent okay. Yeah. We'll say that you did it. Yeah. Just don't get your IP grabbed again. So Inverto, you can follow him. He's pretty chill kid, guy, person. I don't know. He, she, he, him. I don't know his pronouns. I just so the dude. He seems like a pretty chill kid, and he enjoys what he's doing, and he's good at editing. Me personally, I suck at all this shit. I just fucking do whatever happens. It happens. If it's a good stream, it's a good stream. If it sucks, it sucks. It's like that's how it is sometimes. So, Inverto got messaged by someone claiming that he isn't Didi, that he's like I don't know. Let me do something better. All right, full screen. All right, let me put myself down here. All right. There you go. You can see better. So, someone that hates Didi or is Didi isn't gonna put anti-Didi Live Studios. It's too common, too obvious. I'm telling you, those 18 years in high school didn't help him at all. So let Inverto explain.
To give out my information, and he started by, "Are you Chance Alexander Gavin?" Because I also don't like Diddy, and at first I knew this guy has to be a troll or literally Gennaro. It has to be Gennaro. I said, "No, I'm not Alexander Gavin," as you can see here. You sure? Yeah. Are you positive? You look just like him, by the way. I don't even know. I think it's just some random dude that he has. Why wouldn't I be positive? I know what my name is, and it's not Alexander Gavin. By the way, I haven't even mentioned my real name.
So what he's trying to do is trying to get his information so he can dox him. The same guy that says kids shouldn't be attacked, kids shouldn't be harassed. I'm a protector of children, this and that, wanting to get information off a kid. He's still a kid. He's still 17. He's still a minor. So in my eyes, he's still a kid. A teenager. So yeah, to me, that's pretty crazy.
And I'm not ever gonna mention to him because I only gave him like an alias.
Sloppy Joe.
Henry White.
Yeah.
Henry or Harry. I forgot. It's been a week. I see that the same guy looks like you. Are you talking about the picture on my profile? No. I mean, I've seen another profile who has your same face on YouTube. Oh, well, that can't be me. My profile in which I show my face is private. This is Gennaro. This is I was starting to suspect. And by what name do you mostly go by? You can call me Anti Diddy Live Studios, which is of course trying to get me. No, that really makes me
Yeah.
believe that you're Gennaro. I had this belief that he was actually Gennaro. How do you know if it's him? Nobody else would mix me up with random people but him. Or you might just be one of Akina's. Because at the time, I had beef with Akina and her group, Mike Lace and all those people. Maybe I am. Of course, he tries shifting the blame on them. Well, mind me asking him some questions? Depends. What made you dislike Diddy the most? The fact that he's a pedophile and that he used God's name to try and cover himself. Well, we can all agree that a pedophile is someone.
So as you can see right here, well, can we all agree that a pedophile is someone who has sexual feelings for minors? Correct. So with that, even this, even the dumbest person, I'm not, like Dee Dee's code might not get it. Dee Dee's code might be like, yeah, it's not Dee Dee, it's anti Dee Dee, so he must hate Dee Dee. When if he was talking to me with that first question, I would have known it was Dee Dee because if you see his streams when he cries about shit, he always says, "I've never had feelings for minors. I've never, so that can't be a predator." So if Inverto caught it, I'm sure he did, uh, but he just played along with it so he could, kind of troll him a little bit. I would have done the same thing. I would have acted like, "Oh yeah, anti Didi, yeah, you're not Didi."
Who has sexual feelings for minors, correct? I was convinced that was Gennaro. As you can see here, I'm more convinced that you are Gennaro. A pedophile is someone who has feelings or had done something sexual or had anything sexual, anything sexual images for minors. Sorry, autocorrect here. How do you know if it's him though? You can't just jump to conclusions without knowing the person. He is the only one who says that being a pedophile is only having feelings towards
There you
minors.
go. See,
Literally the only one, which is true, and Tara as well. Well, that depends.
Tara.
No, because let's say if you're framed and you didn't want anything bad on yourself, you still would call them a pedophile then?
So I'm telling you, the first question you knew already. Okay, this is Didi, and then after the more questions, every stream that he makes, it's the same, I guess, monologue. Okay, I'm watching you. You're watching me. Well, I'm glad you're watching me. I guess the television world guy 99. So that's a weird ass name, but my name is weird too, so it's good. Hopefully you're not John Davis. But yeah, so I'm sure Inverto knew fucking after the first question that it was Didi. But as any person wants to troll, you're gonna act a little bit like, okay, let me dig and see what other stupidity he's gonna say.
And here he tried to say that he was framed, which of course is
Brian Absher. What happened? I thought you were in recovery. Some guy named Wes Watson, or not Wes Watson, I forgot his name. Some Watson motherfucker was fucking boning you and like having sexual intercourse with you and having you go to rehab or some bullshit like that. But anyway, this is not about you, Brian Absher. But hopefully you're not getting pegged by that guy from the UK.
false. But what if the person I called pedophile sent child pornography to a minor? But what if they didn't? By the way, we have proof that they did.
They did.
What if they was seeking help and guidance to know what to do in the situation, or was scared for their life?
Scared for their life. Yeah. There you go. I'm telling you, this not anti-DD person, aka DD. How would he know? Like why these questions are the same ones that he would say to on his chat, saying, "Oh, I was manipulated. I was this. I was that. I was, I didn't know they were, these things." But he knew because he shared it in his live and with him and Honeyzen. Honeyzen was in those live streams making fun of that kid. I think he was like 14, 15 years old, making fun of him because she said, "Ew, why would he even take pictures like that?" That Honeyzen girl, the one that hanging around with Didi. I don't know if she still does, but that Honeyzen girl was in those live streams with Didi when they were showing these images to 20, 30 people maybe more. I don't remember the exact amount, but she was there saying, "Ew, why would he take pictures like that and send them to people?" And Didi was like, "Oh, period. You're right. No, we're flaming these people, and yeah, why would he do that and blah blah blah." And then his channel got taken down the next day because he was showing CP, and then he shared it with other people in a group. I'm sure Stanley's watching Soviet. He always watches my shit. But anyways, let's keep going.
It still gives no reason to send CP. Well, then they wouldn't exposed. Bro, what was my writing here? I was writing like those.
Yeah, what was going on,
But
Roberto?
here
What
we
you
are.
writing? You're
Gennaro even
sleeping.
admitted to
I'm just
sending the
kidding.
images. Have you ever thought outside the box and how it started though? I'm always thinking outside the box, and the evidence match. He's a pedophile. Because let's say if it was more than one person involved, and what if the person was lied to about that quote unquote image? What if it was an adult instead of a minor? What would you say then?
He knew it was a minor because Xavier in PKT is already gone. He had a heart attack and he's in, I don't know, heaven or hell. I don't believe in heaven or hell that much. I just believe that if you're a good person, you're gonna do good in the afterlife if there is. But if you're a bad person, you're not. You're gonna stay here with us and be a ghost or something. He knew that these images were of a child because Xavier and PKT had a group chat with Didi talking about this kid, knowing that he was a kid. And I don't know, it's tough. The kid, I don't know if he's already 18 now because it's been a couple years, but yeah, the kid was um, he was not doing so well. He wanted to unalive himself a couple times and stuff like that, but you know, it's we try to tell them not to, but kids be kids sometimes, and it's tough.
He was a minor. There are a few screenshots that Gennaro admits to having them, and he is fully aware that the person in the image is a minor. Gennaro is not able to deny the images. Not only did he admitted it on my stream,
He
but
did.
he had also admitted it on a Discord chat with Axel Ghost.
Yep, he did.
Sorry. But have you ever thought of the reason why? The reason does not matter. He can't send child SCP no matter what reason. It is still
Yeah,
illegal.
wait, I didn't even catch that. I didn't even catch the top part. But have you ever thought the reason why? There is no reason to send CP to anybody. Nobody should be watching little kids. You know, I guess CP. I don't know what the word should say, but so I didn't even read. I didn't. Might have missed that, but yeah, don't ever send stuff like that.
And to make it worse, it was sent to a minor.
It
I am now
was.
fully convinced you're Gennaro. Why wouldn't you text me on your main account? He said, I'm Humanist Arm, and that's when I realized this is
Yep.
completely Gennaro. But
Yep.
I was still a little bit like 10% suspicious that it was actually human, and I got convinced a little bit. But then as soon as he
Why
started
did you
accusing
get
humans for stuff,
convinced,
that's when I knew
Human?
it was Gennaro.
Sorry, Human.
Not hard to believe. Sure, Humanist Arm is in this dumbass low. Plus the grammar is different, and also Human wouldn't make the exact same arguments Gennaro was stating. Plus there wouldn't be any reason for Human to defend Gennaro since Gennaro apparently hates him. So no, you're not bro. You're not Humanist Arm. You're Gennaro Jackson. No, I'm Humanist Arm. Hard to believe.
That image made me laugh when I saw it. I was like, how stupid can DD be trying to find? Like I said, he was trying to find this Inverto. Inverto, like I said, he's 17, turning 18, I think this year or something, but I'm not too sure when. But he claims he's against people harassing children and protecting children, that he was teaching kids in his Bible school how to do stuff, but he's over here attacking a 17-year-old. To me, that's not protecting children. You're trying to find information about him so you could dox him, so you could scare him, so you could put fear in him that because he exposed you. He did. He exposed you in a stream where you admitted that you did have quote unquote, how you say it, quote unquote, CP. And then you claim that he was this fake, this AI, that it wasn't you. And I was like, come on, even Tara was there, and that fat lard was there. She's the one that made you say you did it. Come on, Dee. You know, be a man. I know it's hard for you because you live with all women, and so you have feminine tendencies. There's no father figure in your life from what I've seen. It's all women in your life, no father figures. So you do have feminine tendencies, and it's seeping out of your vocabulary, how you act, how you react. You need a father figure, and I don't know. Your grandma might not be here for long because she's she's a little. I gotta put my charger up on my headphones. They're gonna die. She's in their last maybe months. Hold on. All right, there you go. A couple months, and then your aunt, she's a racist. She has the same mindset as you. She wants to R word white boys, little white boys. From what the video I've seen, her claiming that she will snatch a little white boy and R his, you know, grape his butt. So you have family members that do the same thing that you portray in the internet world. You claim that you're not, but your family kind of does the same thing. Your aunt or whoever lives with you, because I know you don't live with your mom. Your mom, maybe she was on drugs or something, and she lost custody of you. I'm most likely gonna look into that, see if there's anything involved in that, to see if why your mom doesn't live with you, your dad doesn't live with you. So you're a messed up kid, and sad to say, not really sad to say, but that's why you are who you are now. And now you're gonna get what you do. It's kind of odd, but yeah. So he's attacking a kid. all that all
Well,
that
Gennaro,
talking.
you are the only one who said you had my Instagram. Well, Human wouldn't even try to text me. So no, you can't
He
shift
wouldn't.
the blame on anybody else again. Well, guess what? Gennaro isn't the only one either. Gennaro isn't the only pedophile. I know. Human is, Stanley is, Tara is.
Yep, all of
That's a
them.
lot of pedophiles, Gennaro. Well, who is this? You are Gennaro. And he put this picture. Oh my god! And he actually thought I was this man.
All right, let me know. I'll play with the one when he
He actually
compares
thought
it.
I was this man, and he pulled up a picture and said, "Bro, just watch, bro. Who was that? He looks like more like you. Well, how? He looks more like an American. He looks more American than me. Your best friend still got that PS4.
Oh man.
Oh my god! And he said,
There you go. I'm staying out of this, Loppy. If you and Sally want to fight, settle in the ring. For sure. One of these days I'll beat up a disabled guy or something. I don't know. That's what he is. I can't fight disabled guys. It's like beating you up, Brian Absher. So yeah. So you see the comparisons, right? The guy up there, he looks more like Latino. I'm not gonna say Mexican because then they're gonna be like, no, I'm Nicaragua. I'm from El Salvador, and I'm like, ah, shit, my bad. And the guy in the bottom looks like a school shooter. So never mind. I'm gonna say that because then people are gonna pew pew, whatever. uh, Timu, Brian, Chris Cornell, Brandon Boyd singer. I don't know who that is. Hoobastank. I'm not a big Hoobastank lover. 69 guy. I'm not a Hoobastank lover. Only song I know is that I'm not a perfect person. I'm not the that one. I don't know the whole song, but that's the only song about Hoobastank. See, I get derailed all the time quickly. But yeah, if you can see this Chance Alexander Gavin isn't infertile, but because Didi is a special needs individual, if someone sends him a picture of a person and he claims this is that guy, he is gonna run with it without any proof. But when other people show proof about him, he's like, no, that's fake. That's fake. I don't know. No, I only know. I told you who was thinking. I only know one song I only know one song, and that's the one that came out on TV all the time. That's the only song I ever heard of Hoobastank. I'm more of a Tool. Um, who else? Pantera. Those type of like good rock. No emo shit. I like my rock with my hair banging and stuff like that. Oh, it's on you, Timu Steve from the Shade Squad. Why am I? That's not even him. He's from what people say, he's the awesome Phoenix. Lincoln Park is too emo for me. So weird. But anyways, god damn it. He tried to compare these two guys, and any smart individual is gonna be like, nah, you're an idiot. They don't look alike. They are total different people. But Didi isn't smart. It took him 25 years to graduate his whole school. Yeah, he is not the
I
smartest
said,
guy.
I don't even have a beard, Lowell. Are you high? And then he put the pictures together, and you can see the difference. I don't know
Yep.
what kind of retard cannot see the difference. You see the beard? You
Didi.
don't see a beard in there. You see the longer hair? You see a little bit shorter hair. The stash is, I have the longer stash. I have more of a
damn.
goatee than this guy. What the hell is this? He's whiter than me. And I asked him if he saw the difference. I was retarded. You dumbass heck, you know that, right, Chance? You know that Chance Alexander Gavin? And he was convinced that I was Alexander
Oh
Gavin.
my god.
And you still believe Alexander Gavin? Yeah. I don't know, man. The difference is very obvious. You must be retarded if you still believe that. Well, he has a longer hair and a beard and more white than me. You
Way
can
more
just shave
white.
the beard off and still look like him. Oh my god! And this is what pisses me off. This is why I hate talking to these people because they're all retarded. Gennaro, you're stupid. He said the skin does change over time. Are you sure that's you still? Because see, the glasses are the same.
So he's asking, like an idiot, like, "Oh, this you? Are you sure? You could cut your hair and you could do this." And this guy's like, "No, I'm not." And even if he was, he's not gonna say, "Yeah." But like I said, Didi's not that smart.
I have darker glasses, retard. Same
Yeah.
nose, same eyes, same hairstyle.
No.
I have a wider nose.
Yep.
My eyes aren't this color.
Yeah.
The hairstyle, he has longer hair than me.
Yeah.
And
Man.
the glasses might be similar, but my face looks completely different. Retard, his hair is longer. If you wanted my real name, you could just ask Lowell. At least my name isn't Gennaro. Don't know. And okay, then what's your real name? Since that isn't you. And I said Harry White. Bro, and he actually believed it. He actually believes it. I ain't scared of sharing it. So my second question is, has Diddy ever laid a finger on a minor IRL? That we know of, he has only obtained child CP and let people groom minors. So that we know of. So not that we know of, he might have. So you can't really fully call someone a pred if they never laid a finger on a minor, which is stupid. This is something Gennaro would say. And what if people lied to him and he got wrongfully framed? Will that still make him a pedo then? Which that is
wrongfully. Like I'm telling you, this guy's an idiot. None of those guys, from what I heard, told him to share those images. He did it because he wanted to look cool with his other pred friends, because he wanted to join the bandwagon hate of this kid getting, harassed, because he wanted to, I guess, look cool in front of PKT and Xavier, not knowing that those two were other preds. I'm sure he did know, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. And he tried to be cool with them and showed these kids images.
That is a whole lot of that didn't happen. Are you retarded? If he had CP and sent it to a minor, that is classified as pedophilia. If you're Gennaro, this is just a goofy and pussy move for you, lol. If you're a humanist arm, then that's worse for you and Gennaro. Since if you're a humanist arm, you should already know that I know you taking a kid's sock apart, which by the way he also admitted to me.
He did.
Oh, really now? Is it because I know the fact that you're friends with Sexio? Here we go again, bro. Here we go again.
Yeah.
I lied about
I
David.
heard of
I
you.
group him, and that's when I realized this was Gennaro. He said, "No, I'm humanist arm. No, I'm also not friends with Sexio. Lol. Bro, people got confused. Bro, do I have that? Okay. People get confused sometimes. No, you're Gennaro. You sure I am? Yes, Gennaro's the only one who tries to use that. You're Gennaro. May I tell you where you revealed yourself? May I tell you that I don't like Diddy or whoever? Bro. Everdo, aka Harry White. He believed it. He believed the alias.
What
I
an
think
idiot.
honestly, this is a waste of time of you thinking about the wrong things. If you had a choice, I had to choose between your life and social media, which would it be? Because clearly you're are very hot-headed. I can say for your age, and you're really 17, or are you just saying that to lie?
So he, like I'm telling you, Didi knows his age. Like right there, he says 17. So he knows this kid is 17 and is still trying to get info out of him. But Inverto, he's not special needs. So he knows when people are, being kind of fishy. So kudos to him that he's able to fish out these weirdos. And more so, if a guy with a blank image send me a message, yeah, I would think I'll be treading lightly when it comes to information.
And literally, bro, and I don't know what kind of move was this. He literally, because Gennaro has nothing against me, so he's literally trying to put everything, right, to try to get something to use against me. Yes, I am 17. I will be 18 in like 5-6 months if my calculations are right. Damn it. But yeah, bro, like if you want something against me, just get proof and get valid proof. Don't fake some shit. That's horrible. Your first mistake is starting the conversation, confusing me for a man I didn't know existed. Your second mistake was the questioning. Human wouldn't ask the same questions Gennaro asked because Gennaro is the only person with his ideology. Third mistake, nobody agrees with Gennaro on the claim that Human groomed him since Gennaro never brought that up until Billberry told us the year you met Human, fully revealing your identity. Also, he tried to get me to reveal my place and location. He said, also, what city are you in? I am from Boston, Massachusetts, which is, of course, a lie. He's from Chicago, Illinois. I didn't, publicly have his location. I have the evidence, you don't. And then he started saying, well, Gennaro, I'm not giving you information and you're not from Mass. You're Illinois, Chicago. You sure? Because VPNs are a thing too. But no, that's his house. He showed us the outside of his house, and it looks the same as the one we see on Google Maps. Your words are not evidence. I have countless amounts of images, as well as many witnesses. You showed the front part of your house. It matches with the picture on Google Maps. And this is the account. This is some people. Tara. Okay, I didn't see this one.
Tara.
Oh no! This is okay. No, this is he made another account. He made a second account and tried to get me into that. But Gennaro, this is Gennaro. I heard you don't like him. You're Gennaro. Oh no, I'm not. I've never heard of that dude. I'm actually a big fan of you. And okay, let me say this first of all. Nobody's a big fan of me. Nobody just casually is a big fan of me. Have you seen my content? Have you seen my entire channel? How diverse it is. If you're a big fan, like a hardcore fan, you have to know who Gennaro is. If you say I'm actually a big fan of you, that is someone, because anybody tells you that they're a big fan of you, immediately think that's someone setting you up. That's a frame. Yep. Someone trying to frame you or get something. Okay.
True.
Never believe this.
Very true.
Let's see. Pedophile. No, Gennaro's a big fan of a minor. Pedophile. Gennaro's a pedo. So how can you say I had you didn't like him? Anti-Diddy Solvitz.
Yeah.
The anti-Diddy Solvitz. And then you say Gennaro's a pedo. Well, you literally have him in your goddamn name.
Oh my god, that is true.
If you were a big fan, you should know. Call the Gennaro. My account is called the Anti-Diddy Solvitz for a reason. I don't like Gennaro. So if you don't like him, why are you asking if he's a pedophile? Please how you contradict yourself, Gennaro. And he said, my name is not Gennaro. Yes, you are. I just followed you today or yesterday. My name is Alvin. I'm in my 30s and stay-at-home father.
Stay-at-home father?
You literally made an account.
Stay-at-home father? That's the persona you're going to use? You're already a stay-at-home kid that doesn't do anything. At least if you're going to make up an account, just at least say I'm in my 30s and I'm a construction worker or something, but a stay-at-home dad, that's even worse. Come on, I'm just kidding.
Account and talk to me this morning with a similar name, and you believe that I will fall for it. Sorry. Well, I heard that you don't like Gennaro, so that's why I made an account on Instagram for you and your friends to come here and continue to hate this Gennaro person, which that will be useless. We literally there's literally a Discord server for that. It's crazy how you claim you never knew about him, and yet here you are having his name on your profile. Not even a retard falls for this shit. Like Kyle wouldn't fall for this.
Yeah,
you're
Kyle
actually
would.
Trying to do the same thing you did with Billberry, and it might have worked for him, but not me. No matter how many accounts you create. Of course, then I kept, calling him a clown, all these things. You guys can read them. It's basically just the same thing. Gennaro trying to get information out of me and all this stuff. Let's go back to it. Sorry.
Man. See? Attacking innocent minors, sharing CP, trying to get information off minors. Word on the street Oh, let me go on to that. Let me go on to his account, Mr. Bill Berry. Here you are, Bill Berry. Where's your post at? Okay, let me. Okay, sloppy on top. No, sloppy on the bottom. All right, so let me share this. Bill Berry. I guess he goes caught a bunch of spies coming to my server. Little did they know that I knew what the hell was going on. Static, great. That guy's a pedo. He admitted that his friends that he sent images to kids that he was catfish. He says. I guess every pred uses that. He got catfish. You didn't know it was a kid. Blah blah blah. And then yeah, Neon Roblox is a kid, right? He's from what they tell me. I'm not sure. I've seen some of his videos and his voice sounds like he's 15, 14, but I can't confirm that. But from what they say, the kid is a minor. And then, so these people came into his server. This is the guy, Neon Roblox 5575. From what I hear, he is a minor. He's a mod in Didi's and Didi's live. He's a member, I guess you could say. Those people that pay like $2.99 or whatever to get extra perks. I don't know what the extra perks are in Didi's. I guess get an extra slap in the butt, and I don't know. I don't know what the extra perk is to be a member in Didi's cult. And then I guess this guy. I don't know who that guy is. Hack, bisexual, and stuff like that. So Didi, allegedly sent kids to attack, I guess, or raid, how you guys say it in servers, raid a server. It's like, at least if you're gonna raid a server, don't put your names that people already know you about or know who you are. It's like, come on, like that's raiding Discord servers 101. Never go in a server with your name that people know you from. It's like, come on. I'm telling you, my special ed DD cult isn't all there. That's why they follow DD, because he has a 2-year degree in Bible studies. So he's one of the smartest in his group. It's not a good, an accomplishment, but in DD's cult, it might be. I don't know. You never know with that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, that's I would rate a server with my Discord name. Why wouldn't it? Don't do that. Don't be smart. Like, you're not gonna last long if you go in a damn server with your real, Discord name. That's why you make alt accounts. The whole point of raiding a Discord and wanting to get information, you go in an alt account and hide there in the bushes and just do that. But these guys, like I said, they're not the sharpest tools on the shit. Those are the ones that are kind of dull and just they're looking for someone to take care of them. Sadly, but yeah, no, I just spam troll Discord servers. Well, yeah, they'll kick you right away if you do that. But yeah, Gennaro, Gennaro, Gennaro. All right, let me stop sharing. But that's what happens sometimes, These people are so proud of being nonsense that they'll say it in their chats, they'll claim they're that, and then they'll get a backlash, and then they're gonna be like, I didn't mean to say that. Stanley thinks that I have pink hair. Stanley's not smart, Soviet. I'm telling you, most of these people, they're not there, all there. That's why I do feel bad because they're special needs, but then I remember that they like kids, and I'm like, nah, f that, f these guys. I don't care if they have special needs. They're predators. and there needs to be some justice. And um, they see his face, they already say, you know what? He's been through a lot. Look at his face. This is all fucked up. We can't. If he goes to jail, they're gonna be. He's gonna be holding people's pockets. If you don't know what holding someone's pocket in jail means, look it up. I'm not gonna say it in here. If you don't know the term holding someone's pocket in jail, if if you want to, you could look it up. Maybe let me see if it gives you the term. Let me see. Hold on. Um, let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Don't post that. Don't post that on Google because yeah, yeah. It's yeah, yeah. You don't wanna be holding someone's pocket in jail. Oh man, that was like I said, very exciting. Very exciting, infuriating, but exciting stuff. I bet the DD Cole is watching. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure they're watching, or they'll watch it later, and they're gonna say, "That's not true." But shit happens. But in other news, um, I guess Daniel Roth is posting in his channel. He has a channel now, Daniel Roth. If you guys don't know his channel, let me share it with you guys. He does the same stuff he does on YouTube on his channel. Kind of, kind of weird, but yeah. Our my DD talk is over. I'm gonna do a little quick thing about Daniel, and then we're gonna end it. So yeah, so Daniel Roth. This is his YouTube channel. 10 subscribers, 10 videos. I don't know what videos he has. I think he has shorts talking about his haters, quote unquote haters. But he just excels in women's wrestling and everywhere else as long as it's not CP. Send me the link. All right, hold on. I'm not subscribed to him, so that's why I don't subscribe to these motherfuckers. All right, I'll send it to you right now. After the stream, I'll send it to you. If you saw the numbers there, you could do that. But yeah, sex sells in women's wrestling and everywhere else, as long as it's not CP, because it will always be illegal. Coming from the guy that was getting mad because his waifus. All right, well, I'll send it to you later on when I stop sharing. I'll send it to you. So coming from the guy that was mad that there was a bill, but not even in his state, about banning lolicon and sexualizing of minors, his stance now, because he got a lot of backlash, is no, CP is illegal. Even though I like animes that depict underage women as bad. And then he does all his political stuff. He isn't smart. He just regurgitates anything that he watches and makes it believe it is true. Arthur is online too. Where? Well, yeah, he has his King of Lions, I think, or what is it? I forgot his name. He hasn't made a stream in a while. He's been busy doing his thing, I guess. But yeah, F capitalism. No. And then yeah, so you can see everything is liberals. This one made me laugh right here. The one that says more reasons why the black community is a complete clown show. Kind of just saying all black people is bad. Like the black community is no good. Even though his slave Antoine is his right hand man, And the right hand man is like, yeah, yeah, you're right. My community is horrible. You're right, master. You nailed that. You nailed that right there. You the black people, man, they're bad. They're bad, even though I'm black. But like, how are you letting yourself, you know, have a friend that talks bad about your race, or I guess, well, your ethnicity. You know, you if you're black, and he is black. If you haven't seen Antoine, he is black. Like he's black, black. He's like he came out the boat and he was ready to work the field, kind of black. God damn. The racism in my mind. And he needs the wood chipper. Yeah, yeah. All these people need the wood chipper. All these people that want to cause harm to children need the wood chipper. Stanley needs the wood chipper. Dee Dee, Daniel, Xavier, fucking Draco, that Pablo guy. There's a shitload of people that deserve that fucking um, that way of unaliving that person. And then just throw the blood somewhere. I don't know where you're gonna recycle that shit, but yeah. But this guy hates, as you can see, he dislikes black people. That's why he only has one black friend. So he could use that excuse like, well, my best friend is black, even though he dislikes the black community. To me, it's kind of weird that your best friend is black, but you're shitting on the black community. I don't know. But yeah, it's all. I guess it's all about. I guess conservative stuff, and then wrestling otaku. I guess he wasn't happy that wrestling otaku made a fucking not funny April Fool's joke, and he took it to the heart, saying homeless people. Oh, yeah. So making an April Fool's joke about having COVID or being homeless is cool now. I swear these people need to die, slowing people down, and deserve bad things happening to them. Hashtag karma is a female dog. I'm telling you, he's not very smart, and it's all wrestling. I guess Snow White. I would always woke people, blah blah, and just stupid stuff. Stanley is racist then? Yeah, well, Stanley's black. Stanley's black, and he hates people that expose him. Yeah, Stanley's a black, half Mexican, I think. His mom is Mexican, his dad is black. His dad is like 70 years old, and the mom, I don't know, like 60. They had him when they were like maybe 40. He's racist. He racist, but I like to me, like I said, I can't call people out for racist. I could just just say, hey, talking shit about black people, but your friend is black. Like that's kind of weird. But then again, there's people like him that are not very smart. So yeah, this is Daniel Roth. He's hiding, So if you wanna get to know Daniel Roth and his lolicon loving adventures, then you can follow him here. Or if you want to see him in Facebook, it's the same name. He does the same stuff that he's doing now on YouTube again. Comments on random people's streams because if they talk about wrestling otaku, he's right there up in arms against them, even though he was sucking his cock a couple years ago. Like lolicon is not bad. Oh, Biden took away Google, and I didn't know that lolicon was bad. Shut the fuck up, Daniel. You knew what it was. But anyways, did an hour? Yeah, there you go. I'm going shiny mode. No, I don't know what the hell that means, Soviet. But if you want, you could do that. It's a open chat, I guess. But besides that, yeah, that's it. Didi, you're a nonce, a proud nonce. Kind of weird, but then again, you are a weird person. God is going to send you to hell. He is. God heard you say you're a proud nonce, right? In your eyes, you love kids. That's what it is. Or you were convicted of assaulting, you know, a kid, and you were saying you were proud of it. You're proud, and that you have common sense for being a nonce. Not very, very smart. I'm telling you. Like, hopefully the police does something, man, because we've been calling and calling, and they say that because you're special ed, that is it's tough. Your fake ass Tourette's. No one. He says he has Tourette's. I'm sorry. He says he has Tourette's. Then I have Tourette's. He says bad words when he's angry. That's his Tourette's. He says when he starts getting mad, he starts saying bad words, and that's his Tourette's. So I guess we all have Tourette's because when we get mad, we say mean things sometimes, and so we're gonna claim Tourette's due to the fact that Didi says he has Tourette's and he's special needs. Any help on Didi? Well, yeah, Didi. Didi needs help, psychiatric help. I don't know why the mom and the grandma. Well, I'm sure the grandma is fucking in a group home right now, fucking just there, and then the aunt is just busy. So that's why Didi's taking advantage. I want to know where he is at. All that. Let me see. If you go on Rumble, Steve has a video where he gives out his address. If you have Discord, I may have let me see. I may have his address, but if you don't have Discord, then I cannot help you. And my Discord tag is in my channel description. If anyone needs some information on Preds and they could do something with it without, I guess, malicious intent, then yes, I will give you any information. If it's for malicious intent, then I cannot offer you the information. So, wink, wink. So if you tell me any message is for non-malicious intent, then I'll gladly give it to you. Wink. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate whoever came in. Soviet, Caucasian, Pink Lives. Hopefully you're doing well. Bill Berry, Inverto, Giselle, Hoova Stank. Fuck you, Brian Asher, but you're glad you came in. Rise of the Breaking News Reporter. Thanks for stopping by. Giselle, I think it said Chris TV, Bill Berry. Who else? I think that's it. The House of Chayton, thanks for stopping by. And then the few alt accounts of Princess Soviet. Oh, and Bad Boy, you're late. Appreciate you coming in. I know it's late for you over there where you live. I'm pretty sure you're getting your coffee at 4 a.m. over there right now. What's your opinion on Leon now? He's a piece of shit. He's my bitch. And he's always going to be my bitch. It's all good, Bad Boy. Glad you came in real quick. Damn it, Caucasian, I know what you're trying to do. For sure. Thank you, Caucasian. Appreciate you coming in. Bad Boy, go get some coffee or go back to sleep. One of those two. That's why you couldn't go to sleep. You're watching Chucky, and I'm sure you wet your pants, so now you're up changing your drawers or your drawers or whatever. I don't know what you guys say it in England. Your underwear, your undergarment, or some bullshit. You peed yourself, Bad Boy Gamer. But I appreciate you coming in real quick. But I gotta end this stream already because it's over an hour. I'll talk to you whenever you stream again. Most likely in the morning or afternoon for you. But I gotta go. All right, peace out.